In my opinion, one of the best things that we as a collective can do on New Year's is to make vision boards. I love a good vision board. I try to do it every year. I feel like I haven't done it some years, but I do it most of the years. Whether it's a digital collage on Procreate or an actual collage where I get the scissors and I cut magazines, I think it's such a great tradition that can really set our intentions for the new year. It's such a good way to train your subconscious into really believing that you're gonna get these things. And so I was like, okay, I probably should make my vision board this year. But I already made one a couple weeks ago. I don't know if I want to do the whole traditional collage thing. So I was like, wait, what could I do to maybe elevate this experience? What if I turn my vision board into a painting? And not just any painting, like a surrealist, like Dali type painting. I don't know, that's my vision. So I really wanted to show you guys the whole process of this because I've never done this before. If you're doing this along with me, I am going to be using Procreate on my iPad to create the composition. First thing that I am gonna do is I am going to find a picture of myself. I think it'd be really cool to like put myself into this and kind of just like create this like alter ego of who I want to be this year and the things that I want. This is gonna be hard. I'm such an indecisive person, I feel like, in a lot of things, and so finding photos, that's how I am with my collages. Like, it's so hard to pick. I will end up with like 300 photos and it's like, okay, I can't put all these photos into the collage. I really like this photo, so I think I'm going to do this photo. And I chose this photo because this is from last year when I was solo traveling and I was in Florence, and I just really loved that version that I was when I was traveling. I felt I was the most confident version of myself, the most spiritually abundant. Like, I just felt so in tune with the world, and so that's why I'm choosing this photo. I think if you want to put yourself into this, choose a photo from a time in your life where you felt just so connected to yourself, in a time where you're experiencing and living the energy that you want to live this year. Now the next thing I need to think about is, what do I want in 2025? Okay, I remember I made a list earlier, like a couple weeks ago, so I'm gonna pull that up. Okay, so I've been scouring Pinterest for over like 30 minutes now, and I have some good images laid out, but like, oh my god, it's so hard to be on Pinterest because I just get so inspired, and what I thought was going to be a very simple painting, it's probably not going to be as simple anymore. And I might take a little longer, but I just want this to be really good now. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this. So I had this idea of like putting myself into this windowsill and then basically having the windowsill just be like this cityscape that's also like with nature, and like there's like foliage and all that. And then I want to have like a treasure chest somewhere. I want to have a little plane flying by. I was thinking maybe having a lion somewhere to represent like confidence. Like, I'm a Leo, so representing unleashing that part of myself. Obviously I'm going to put myself into this. Oh, I also want to have a red cardinal on my shoulder because that's just like a personal thing for me, and I feel like that represents tapping into my spiritual side. I want to maybe put a paint palette like here. So first thing I'm doing is I'm gonna be putting myself onto here, so I'm going to eliminate the background. The whole point of this vision painting is to just create this environment very seamlessly, whereas a collage, it's more just like collagey, you know, but this is going to be like a seamless world of your dreams, you know, so that's my goal. And yeah, hopefully I'm explaining that right. Damn, am I like tripping, or did I do this really seamlessly? Okay. I'm like, damn. I don't know if I want this outfit though. I kind of want to be in like a suit. But yeah, okay, cool. I'm in the comp now. Okay, so I have finished my composition on Procreate, and before I show you this, I am just wanting to express how amazing this process has been. Like, I am like literally like antsy with like excitement. Like, I'm so excited for this painting. You have no idea. Like, this was so therapeutic and so empowering to do. Like, just to come up with all these symbols that express the things that I want for myself. Like, Oh my god, everyone, you need to do this. Like it was just amazing. So I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna show you my composition, and then tell you what each symbol means to me. Okay, so I have two things to show you. One is obviously the drawing, and then two is the list that I did, where I listed all the symbols that I put into the painting and described what they mean to me. So anytime I'm looking at the painting, I can look back and remind myself why I put that into the painting. But okay, so here it is. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So this is me, and I am in my future apartment. This is like the environment that I wanted to put in New York City, which some of you know is one of my goals right now, is to move to New York. So obviously we have the plain one, which I wrote is traveling, having the means to travel with ease. Here, I don't know if you're able to tell, but I did a little YouTube plaque because another one of my goals is to really take YouTube seriously. I have a treasure chest that represents financial abundance, manifesting money into my life. And then, okay, over here, I have a little paint palette just to represent tapping into my creative energy more than ever before. The flower here, this is representing my spirituality and my spiritual side, my connection to the universe and to my soul, honoring myself and honoring this life and honoring my body. It also represents practicing mindfulness and just like being present in the moment. The key represents two things for me. So one is obviously getting an apartment. Second meaning for the key is to finally see the results from all the hard work that I've put into myself and into my career. This year, I just really want to finally see the fruits of my labor and reach that success and unlock that door for myself. And then the fish over here, they represent the yin and the yang, the duality of life, embracing my shadow side along with my higher version of myself, further practicing getting into shadow work. I added a butterfly. One is cocooning and the other is coming out of their cocoon. I just started to think of butterflies and I realized like, wow, like going through the whole process of being in a cocoon, being a caterpillar your whole life, suddenly turning into this being that can fly, that is probably really daunting and really uncomfortable at times. I feel like this year especially, I've really come into myself and really transformed who I am and the way I see myself. I just feel like I'm transforming into a version of myself that a few years ago I never thought I would be. There was a time in my life where I didn't even know if I wanted to be here anymore on earth. Obviously, I was young and all that, but that was a real belief system I had, and that was a real way that I thought about the world. And now that I'm becoming this person who is so excited every day about life and just wants to do so much in their life, like while it's so amazing, it can also be really uncomfortable because it's like, wait, do I deserve success? Do I deserve love, this and that? Like obviously yes, but there's a part of this subconscious thing where it's just a hard transition, you know? And I feel like the butterfly really represents that, blossoming into this higher version of yourself, just kind of like the growing pains, because ultimately I become this beautiful butterfly, but you know, obviously there's this stage where you're coming out of it and it's like, oh god, like what am I coming out of? This is like crazy, like, you know, just like being like, what the hell is going on, and being scared, you know. But it's okay to be scared, and I think that just shows that things are really happening. They're looking up, you know. Now what we are going to do is take this and put it onto the canvas, and I'm going to use my projector that I have, and I'm going to project my drawing onto the canvas as a light sketch and then begin the painting process. I just want to say how bad I can be as an artist, because literally I haven't painted for like a week or two or something, and I just like literally keep all my brushes in the freaking paint water while I'm not painting, which is terrible. Don't do that. But I just cannot get out of the habit of doing. Maybe that could be one of my goals this year. But like, there was no water in there, and I was literally like, there has been no water in here for 2 weeks, and I've had all these brushes, and now they're like dry. Like, what do I do? Okay, so I've successfully put the painting onto the projector. It's definitely blurry, but it's okay. I just need the shapes and stuff. You can see my whole camera roll it was a whole process to get this set up because I had to like had to take so many screenshots and like I don't even know, I can't even tell you. So I'm gonna scour my freaking room for a colored pencil. Scratch the pencil. I'm using a marker. This might be a little controversial part of the video, but I am someone who is not opposed to using a projector at times if it feels necessary. Basically tracing your drawing onto the canvas to start out. I know a lot of people think that's cheating. I disagree. I think that if you're taking a drawing from Pinterest and tracing that and then calling it yours, that's one thing. Like, and that I consider to be stealing. But if it's your own drawing and your own creation, or it's your photo or this or that, and you have a really specific way that you want it to turn out, maybe you're limited in time, you just want something that's a little faster in the beginning process, because the beginning process can be really tedious. I think that if sometimes you want to use a projector, that's totally okay. If you don't want to, that's your choice, and I completely believe in that for you. Okay, and here's what the sketch looks like. Obviously, it's not, anything crazy. I just needed to get the shapes all in order. This is gonna make the painting process so much easier. The time has commenced. I am going to begin painting now, finally. I don't know what else to say, I'm just gonna get right into it. Let's begin. I'm on a little side quest here. So I'm like looking as I'm recording, like this is boring. So I'm gonna draw on it. This is all I'm gonna do, but I'm satisfied. Does it look good? Maybe not. Do I like it a lot better than nothing? Yes. Taking a little detour to Michael's because I'm going to get some new paintbrushes. I literally went onto my Michael's app and I saw that I had a voucher for some reason. I had like a $20 voucher, and so I'm like, okay, what? And I really need new brushes, so I bought some nice brushes. I'm so excited. Oh, it's nice to have some fresh air. Oh, someone's watching. I'm now going to paint the treasure chest, and I am so excited. She is so cute, and I don't know, I'm excited to paint her. So I found something that I wrote a month ago or so about what I want in my life and what I want to bring into my life. I thought I'd share it with you. This is gonna get kind of personal, not really. It's just like my dreams for myself this year and beyond. And I figured it might help you think about what you want if you're unsure. I really recommend doing what I did, which is I basically just wrote out a very stream of consciousness letter of what I want and what I already have, like as if I already had it. My life is full of beauty, art, friendship, and passion for life. I am fully sustaining myself on my artwork and through making content about my art and life. People love to hear my thoughts, and I inspire people to live a more authentic and beautiful life. My art is fully embodying and expressing my imagination and creativity, and I focus on expressing deep and important lessons and critiques on the world in my art. I resist through art. I love through art. I reflect through art. I am more creative than ever before. I have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it is a true community of beautiful, like-minded people who share my same outlook on life. I am monetized on YouTube. I have a successful print and shirt shop where I sell fine art prints of my work along with stickers, shirts, and more. I don't have to worry about money, and I buy from local farmers markets, small businesses, and handmade sustainable shops. I'm able to give back to causes I care about and have the financial means to travel anywhere around the world with ease. I am more healthy than ever, and I eat very clean and fulfilling foods. I have access to fresh food and water and live in a city where I feel safe and protected. I have a beautiful community of friends and people that I feel truly inspired and lucky to be around, and I've never felt such a beautiful love like this before. So that's what I want in my life. Oh my god, so I was painting the butterfly and I had to take a break because I was just getting freaked out at the butterfly. Like, looking at it, like actually looking at a butterfly, like, it's a little scary. Not scary, it's just like so different. Like, I just was imagining, like, what would it be like to be a bug? Like, oh my god, I don't know. So I have to take a break from it. I can't look at it for a second. Ooh. Okay, don't mind the hat. I know I'm inside and I'm wearing a hat. I'm just cold. So I finished basically filling everything in with color, and I'm just not satisfied. Obviously I have to go in with detail, but there's something missing. There's something that I always do in my paintings recently where I kind of overlay a huge face onto whatever I'm making. I've been doing that a lot in my art recently, and I think I want to do that with this one. I had this idea of where the fish are. I'm starting to add like things that look like ripples. So I was thinking I can add that to the whole painting along with the finer detail, and then have that bigger face to kind of overlay like just like that dream-like state of imagining this reality for myself. Because I feel like a lot of my art is also very tied into my dreams and just like this dream-like state of being, and I really want this painting to come across as that. I don't want it to be cheesy or like I said, childlike, and I feel like it's coming across as that right now. Although maybe some people would disagree, that's just how I feel about it. I need to see this through. I have a vision and I'm gonna do it. This is for the artistic purpose even more than the vision board purpose. I'm excited to show you guys my vision because it's probably not coming across that well right now, but I'm excited for tomorrow because I'm going to bed now. I need to sleep. Good morning. It is day 3, I'm pretty sure. Today is going to be all about, like I said last night, I'm going to be doing all the details, and I'm going to be adding all the ripples to the whole painting, I think. Except maybe the butterflies. I might keep those like separate so there's like perspective. I don't know if I should add the face yet or if I should do the details and then add the face. I also want to go, and this is something I do a lot at this point in my painting where I'm getting the concept across, but it's not how I want it to look. So what I do is I'm going to write down things I like about the painting and things I don't like about it, and what I need to change and what I don't need to change. Things that I like the treasure chest, I like the key, I like the ripple idea, I like the flower for the most part. I just need to add detail. What I don't like the YouTube plaque because I feel like it just feels a little cheesy. Like, I want it to be more subtle and less like obvious. I don't like the buildings and the foliage because it's just obviously not rendered enough. I need to lighten up my face because my facial features are way too dark. To add detail to my suit. I'm all nice and bundled up in this little snuggie thing that I stole from my sister, and I feel like a marshmallow, but that's besides the point. So I am about to add on like the big overlay face onto the painting. I'm gonna do it like the first layer of it just to see how it looks on like in the composition, and I'm nervous but I'm excited. I think it's gonna really make me really excited about the painting. I don't know why, I just love adding faces like that. I've been painting for a while now, just adding in all the details, and I'm gonna finish it, the rest of it, tomorrow. So yeah. Also, side note, okay, I am watching The Irish Wish right now. It's like a movie on Netflix starring Lindsay Lohan, and is it okay, listen, is it just me, or has she's been in like at least like 4 movies this past 2 years, like 4 Netflix like rom-com, like I don't even know. And I'm watching this and I'm like, there's no way that this movie is not AI written. Like AI wrote this script, guys. Like I just know it deep in my bones, because what the hell. Like there's no way that that she can do all these movies and it not, like, it's just like Netflix movies are such a hit or miss. But honestly, I live for the cheese though. I like the cheesy shit sometimes. Like, but this is just out of control. This is out of control, guys. AI is really taking over, and it's really showing. Like, come on, there's no way. If someone did write this, then like, guys, come on.
Tom. I'm sneaky.
I'm not sneaky. Maybe it's just you.
Oh.
I mean, you're a good.
Okay. Oh my god. Let's begin.
Sure.
Up in your space. Don't just do something, don't do it. Don't do something because you feel like it's the right thing to do. This is a time right now where your intuition is almost like testing you to see how much you trust yourself. Do the things that you feel called to do and that you feel inspired. I already know what I was going to say. This path for you is meant to be. I'm so proud of you. And just watching you evolve for the last few months is my favorite thing in this entire world. Sometimes you guys need.
Alright, so my goal for today is to get a lot of cool detail into the big face and intertwine it with the painting underneath and with the environment underneath. Which also, I wanted to say, I'm very happy with how the face looks over the painting, like the big face I really like the way it turned out. Again, I was nervous for it, but it ended up being really successful. And I feel like it's a theme that I want to put into all of my paintings, because I feel like a lot of my paintings are always very different, like in style or in what I'm trying to say. But like, if I have that face that's kind of like the anchor within all my paintings, I think that could be really cool. That's one of my goals for 2025 within my art, is to kind of intertwine this face that I just always have done. And it's just something that comes so easy and I just always want to do. Like I said, all my paintings are also different from one another. It's still my style, but it's different. I want to become a more cohesive artist where I'm really honing in my artistic voice.
So I'm on FaceTime with my friend Sophie, and I'm this is, check out her channel, Sophia Quinn Art.
telling her about the fish and showing her that, and how I just don't really, I don't know, they're just not popping out in the way I want them to. And she gave me the idea of putting them in a different place, kind of just redoing them in a sense and making them either smaller or bigger, you said? Like
bigger, but you have to make sure it's like lined up with the, like if you do the nose example, it has to be like lined up with the proportions. But
yeah.
If you do like the outskirts, you could probably do it bigger, just because your figure is in the way at the bottom.
Yeah. And yeah, because the fish are just getting lost in the composition. So, but I also she had the idea of putting it into the fish into the sky. So that's what I'm going to do in Procreate. I'm going to see how that looks. Oh my god. Okay, so I just put the fish into the sky on Procreate, and it is night and day. I like this so much better. I don't know. I think it just makes so much more sense. So I'm going to do that. It's going to take more work because I also kind of have to redo the ripples, but I feel like the ripples were just not making sense, and all of it just wasn't making sense. And now it does. So I'm super excited. I painted the fish. and I like the placement, but I don't like the way that they're swimming. I want them to be laid out differently or swimming in I don't know. I just need to redo them again, essentially. But it's okay, you know, I'm really brushing up on my fish painting techniques. So, yep, gonna redo them again, put them in a different angle. Okay, so this is future me. Before I show you the reveal of this painting, I want to say that if you ended up really resonating with the painting that I made, maybe some of the symbols that I put in really resonate with your personal dreams and hopes for yourself, I decided that I wanted to make some prints for you guys of this piece, because it's been a couple of days now and I've had this painting on my wall across my bed. It's the first thing I see, and just seeing this painting has been making me so happy and feeling just so motivated and inspired, and it's just been making me really happy. And so I decided, why not allow you guys to have that experience too? You know, obviously I don't really want to sell the painting because it's my vision painting, but I wanted to still make it accessible. So if you want a print of this, it's going to be down below in my description. I would appreciate it so much. That is, like I told you, it is one of my dreams, is to inspire other people and for other people to have my art and resonate with my art. So if you felt that and you feel like you want to buy a print, I would just be over the moon excited. This is it. That's it. I'm going to show you the reveal now. Thank you to anyone who buys a print. I appreciate you so much. I'm sending so much good energy with your print order. Oh my god, this process has just been really fun for me. I feel like it's kind of different than anything I've ever made before in my art, like where it's just using it to kind of manifest. I did this, okay, no, actually that's a lie. I did this, and I'll show you right now. Okay, hopefully you can see. If not, I'll put it on the screen, but I made this self-portrait I think it was like a year ago in 2023 when I came back from my European travels, and this was like, or no, this is 2022 when I came, yeah, it was just turning 2023, and I made this to kind of manifest more travels into my life and just kind of like, yeah, being a fish out of the bowl. Like that's one of the symbols where it was like getting out of my comfort zone, and I don't know, also just like it wasn't very specific though. It was more just kind of like the vibe I want to emit that year, and just growing and learning and evolving. So I feel like this honestly feels like a vision painting to me, but it wasn't as specific, but it's still one of my favorite paintings I've ever made. Okay, I think it is finally done. The one thing I don't like is how I did my signature, but besides that, I think it's done. I am very happy with how it turned out. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this process just felt very like therapeutic or very like affirming, like just how like vision it is to make a vision board, which I think that making a painting and creating this surreal like world with myself in it of all these things that I want to bring into my life, putting them into different characters, like how I like put every little, like the key is a character, the treasure chest is a character, like they're all like their own little characters. It's something I want to do more in my art, where it's just like these dreams or things that I want to come to fruition, even if it's not even like in terms of me, maybe it's in terms of the world, like things I want to see in the world. Because I feel like a lot of last year I made a lot of art that was kind of talking more about the negative habits that I have, like, and just kind of the frustration of growing up in the technology, the digital age. That's something I focus on a lot in my art, and I still want to obviously focus on that and focus on just expressing myself and how I feel, but I also really want to make art that kind of creates this beautiful fantasy like world. I think it's important to have, you know, I just want to be at a point where I blend both like the fun fantasy, also the more, I don't know what the word is, complex, thought-provoking art, because I still really want to lean into that. But this just was so fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this process with me. It was so fun, honestly, like creating this video, and then I'll be able to like look back on this, and again, I hope it helped you and inspired you to maybe want to make your own vision painting. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.